I appreciate you guys. Round of applause for yourself one time. So I am aware that today's successes is based around film, videography, and the visual arts. So I'm gonna kind of follow the same timeline. I usually like to freestyle, but I wrote a couple of notes because I felt that the visual arts are extremely important, because as you grow up as a child, what you watch on TV will influence your mind. So we have to be aware of these things. So, everyone always says life is a movie, right?
Yeah, life is a movie.
That is correct. I am not religious at all, but I do believe that when you die, your brain has a couple of minutes to still function and will project the movie of your life. Now, each movie requires 3 things. Number 1 is a budget. It's funny, but here's the reality of it. Some people can afford money. Some people can afford time. Some people can afford both. And some people can't afford either. So you have to be aware of how you spend your budget, your time, your energy, based on certain people. They only deserve so much. Your script. Your script is what you write. If you allow someone else to write your life, your script, I love you guys, it will just say that you are a bitch. If you do not write your own story, you are subject to whatever someone else tells you, and you belong to them. You are no longer a main character in your movie. Now, when you have a wife and children, I understand that they may become the main character. But let's put it in this perspective. Einstein, he gets 45 minutes on a documentary, and this motherfucker changed people's whole lives, centuries. They don't talk about his family. So we're talking about your story and the way people are going to depict you and the legacy that you're going to live behind. And the last thing is characters. Your movie has to have characters. I think some movies that were perfectly casted, I'm going to give you 2 totally different sides of the spectrum. Ace Ventura, fucking perfect. Come on, who would have done better than him?
Come on.
Okay, now on the other side, Casino. Who would have done better than that?
Right.
So, the opportunities that you give people to play as these actors or these characters or the roles you give them in your life are up to you. And if you give some characters too much power or too much screen time, your movie will suck. Your movie is actually about them. So you have to find the balance, but you have to realize you are the ones that write the script of this film. So make sure that the script that you write is something that's worth the 45 minutes that they give some of the greatest people in the world. You know, they get documentaries and they give them an hour time slot, but there's commercials. They gotta make their money. They gotta still make their money. And if you guys are here for successes, well, you know, we kind of here to be successful. And I'm not saying success is all about money, but when you got a little bit of money, it's a little bit easier to be successful. Just a little bit. So I want you guys to understand that life is a movie, but you get to choose to write it. You get to choose if you're the main character or not. You get to choose who gets what roles in your life. And if you make a bad decision, that's on you, and these things happen. And I'll tell you, some of the best movies don't end with a happy ending. You guys ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
It's a great ending.
I'll tell you this. You know what other movie is on the other side of the spectrum that is equally as sad that you wouldn't believe? No. The Truman Show.
Yeah. Super dark.
Think about that. Think about it. One life full of struggle. One life, no struggle. Same problems though. Don't know how to cope with life. One got hit too hard, one didn't get hit hard enough. And so they both suffer from these issues of emotional damage, unprepared to deal with other people, unaware of themselves and what they do to others. And this is on totally opposite sides of the spectrum. So realize there is a fine line of balance to create a good script. That's why some of the best movies will always be the best. So, everyone here, you have the opportunity to write the movie of your life. If your life is going to be summarized in 45 minutes, you better get to fucking writing right now. because we ain't here to bullshit. We're here to be successful and leave a legacy. And I want you guys to start with the podcast. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much. My name is Steve Corral. I run this place. If you guys ever have any ideas, follow me at B-Boy Steve, at Ninja Karaoke. And if you guys like to destroy things and I break stuff, you guys will find out why. And then lastly, I would like to introduce the creator of success, is one of the guys that contribute the most to our community, Art Saenz.